Is rolling an IRA into a 401k a valid financial planning tactic? Hi, this is financial planner Sean Mullaney. Let's discuss. So something that's picked up in the last few years is what's colloquially referred to as a roll-in. This is taking a traditional IRA and transferring it into a current employer retirement plan, usually a 401k, but it could be another plan. And questions emerge. Is that something that's valid? Why would you do that? And look, I can't give you advice in this particular video, but I can say there are three potential reasons someone might want to do a roll-in of a traditional IRA into a 401k. The first one is simply account simplification. Maybe they've got 3 IRAs and they've got 2 old 401ks and a current employer 401k, and it's too much, right? What you could do to clean that up a bit is simply transfer your existing IRA or IRAs to the current employer, say 401k, right? Just account simplification, make our lives a little simpler, fewer logins, that sort of thing. That's valid, right? And that could have some financial benefits. Second reason someone might want to do a roll into a 401k or other workplace plan is to lower investment fees, right? So this is out there. There are high-fee traditional IRAs out there, sad to say, and there are low-fee 401ks out there. Now, the opposite's true as well. But say you had a high-fee traditional IRA, you don't want to be paying those fees anymore. One tactic that could help you is to do a roll-in into your low-fee 401k if your 401k is a low-fee 401k. Now, you could also just do a transfer to another traditional IRA that might be low-fee, but at least as a theoretical option, the current employer 401k is something that's potentially on the table. And then the third reason is what's really driven a lot of the roll-in traffic out there: tax planning, specifically the backdoor Roth IRA. So what happens is this: folks make too much money to make an annual Roth IRA contribution. So they say, oh boy, that backdoor Roth IRA looks real juicy. Oh, but wait a minute, I have an old traditional IRA, and that pro rata rule that we've talked about on the channel, that bites. So in order to do the backdoor Roth IRA, I got to clean up, and the way folks tend to clean up is through a transfer of traditional IRAs into 401ks. But we have to say a few things. First, we got to think about how long are we going to do the backdoor Roth IRA? Right? If you're coming to me and you're saying, hey, Sean, I'm thinking I might do 1 or 2 more years of a backdoor Roth IRA, and then I'm going to retire. Should I do a cleanup tactic where I do a roll-in of an IRA to a 401k? I'm going to tell you probably not, right? I'm not giving advice to anyone in this particular video, but generally speaking, if we've got only 1 or 2 years to retirement and there's only 1 or 2 more years of backdoor Roths on the table, that's just not enough to move the needle to say, yeah, go ahead and do a roll-in into a 401k. That's just not worth the benefit. But what if there's 10 years to retirement, 15 years to retirement? If you do that roll-in and then do 10 years, 15 years of a backdoor Roth IRA, you're looking at 6 figures in the future in tax-free growth and creditor-protected assets. That can be tremendously valuable for you, maybe your spouse, your heirs who could get some more tax-free treatment on that after your death. That could be very valuable. You pay a lot, you don't pay taxes on dividends and interest on that money. Boy, that could be very impactful. So you have to look at how much time is on the table, right? 1 or 2 years, I don't think I'd do a roll-in, but a decade or more, boy, that roll-in, cleaning up, doing the backdoor Roth IRA is looking pretty good. Second thing to think about is fees, right? We don't want to roll in, generally speaking, into high fees, limited option in terms of investments, 401ks. You got a bad current employer 401k, maybe you don't do a IRA to 401k roll-in. Now, I will say my experience has been, just colloquially speaking, no guarantee that this applies to you, that 401k plans are getting better over time, not worse. So the odds are in the future, your own 401k might get better investment choice, lower fees, that sort of thing. But it's something to think about before you ever do a IRA to 401k roll in. The third thing is IRA Basis. So IRA Basis exists in the world. Generally speaking, it comes from post-tax, non-deductible contributions to IRAs. There's a tax rule that says IRA Basis cannot be moved to a 401k, just a tax rule. Now, it turns out that rule can become a benefit, because what you could theoretically do is get all the pre-tax amounts in the traditional IRAs into the 401k, and all you're left with is, generally speaking, post-tax amounts. You could do what I refer to as a basis isolation backdoor Roth IRA first, and now then do backdoor Roth IRAs annually. I did a blog post on that planning technique I'll link to in the description below. And then fourth and finally, anytime we're doing retirement account to retirement account transfers, we want to be careful. This may be an occasion to consult with a professional before doing it. And we want to be very cognizant of the 60-day rule, right? If money comes out of a retirement account, in order to avoid taxation and potential penalties, it needs to get back into a retirement account within 60 days. The main way we achieve that is through what's referred to as a direct trustee-to-trustee transfer. It's my favorite way of doing retirement account transfers, one account to the other. Now, what might happen, we don't want this to happen, but it could happen, is a check could come out, right? That check needs to get into the destination retirement account, in this case, the 401k, within 60 days to make sure we don't have tax and penalty issues and all that bad stuff, right? So direct trustee-to-trustee transfers are the way to go. So look, I can't tell you whether you should do an IRA to 401k roll-in this particular video, but I am here to say it is a valid financial planning tactic, and it can have significant benefits depending on your particular situation. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please mash that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time.